Morning everyone, how are we? Happy Monday, beginning of week 2 of writing our gratitude list. Yay! How is everybody getting on this lovely rainy Monday morning? I know, what can you do? I do not let the weather get me down anymore. It's absolutely uncontrollable. We cannot do anything about it, so there is no point in giving it any energy. Just let it happen and enjoy life as much as we can. So how's everyone this morning? Let me know when you're jumping on. Say hello. My gratitude journal is here. So say hello to me when you're coming on. Let me know that you can hear and see me. And if you have started this habit, we're now in week 2. Do you plan on continuing it, keeping it going? Maybe you're only starting today. Let me know. I am really interested in how you're coping, how you're doing, if you're having any challenges, if you can't think of any gratitudes, if you can't only think of 3 and you can't think of 10, that does take time, so don't worry. And it's all about persistence and repetition and consistency. So keep it going and do it every single day. Just see how it goes, and it does get easier. The more you do it, the easier it gets, and the happier you will get. And your vibration, once you feel your vibration lifting, your frequency lifting, you start to feel good, and good things start to happen in every part of your life. And you're like, oh my God, this really does work. And, this is what's going to happen. If you emotionalize it, every goal or every gratitude that you write down, emotionalize it, good things will start to happen. And when I say emotionalize it, I mean, just feel how grateful you are for each thing you're writing down. Really think about it. And the reason we write them down is because we give them more energy. And that's what we want. And when you give it more energy, you think about it more, and then you feel it more. And our feelings and our actions create this, as long as they're positive, obviously, create this high vibration and attract in more of that. So they attract in exactly what we're grateful for. It's so lovely. It's such a lovely exercise. It is an emotional exercise, and it can bring up stuff that may not have been brought up in a long time. You may be thinking about on, I think, was it yesterday actually? I think it was yesterday we spoke about morning Mary, how are you? Oh, that's great, Mary, you're on my live today. Lovely to have you here. So yeah, same with anybody that's jumping on. I can't really see you unless you comment who's on. Morning Lorraine, 9 a.m. gratitude already feels like a good habit, hoping to continue it now. Yay. Yeah, look, just make a decision. I know you're saying hoping to continue it now. That's great, and I hope you do too, but make a decision. Everything starts with a decision, and give yourself command. And if this is something you're enjoying and you're finding benefits from it, you may not yet if you're just a week in, but if it's something you're enjoying and you feel that this is right for you, then give yourself command and say, yes, I am continuing with this now, because when you make that decision, you feel good about it. And most successful people make decisions very quickly, and they change their minds very seldom. So if you just make the decision and just give yourself command, you're going to do it every single day. And if it's not here at 9 o'clock, you're going to do it at some stage throughout the day, whatever time is right for you. Just make the decision, yeah, I'm doing this. Okay, so this morning I want to talk about setting goals. Now, this is coming from somebody that never ever set a goal. I used to set little goals. Okay, so as most of you know, I do doTERRA essential oils. And morning Fiona, watching from Ghana. Oh my God. I am reaching people all the way over from Ghana. This is amazing. Oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps here. Morning Francis, thank you. And thank you for joining me and all the rest of us. And thank you for commenting. I will continue this now. Yay, Lorraine, that's it. Decision made. Okay, brilliant, love it. Okay, so so when as most of you know, I do doTERRA essential oils, and I absolutely love the oils, and I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life, okay? But it is an emotional roller coaster. It really is an emotional journey, because there is a lot of self-development attached. Sorry, the diffuser is on here right in front of the phone, so you probably can see the little mist flying here. But yeah, so it's something I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. 100%. That's a given, because I absolutely love it and I'm passionate about it, and it's my business now, and I'm helping people along the way, and it's exactly what I wanted. Good morning, Aggie. How are you? Lovely little butterfly there. When I was before I started doing doTERRA, I had absolutely done zero personal development. Absolutely zero. That's no word of a lie. It didn't interest me the slightest. Didn't really know much about it. But since starting this, I realised I've had a lot of blocks and fears, because there's stuff you have to do. You know, it's your business, so you have to do stuff, whether you like it or not, that you are not comfortable doing. And most of that stuff is the productive stuff for your business, like picking up the phone and calling people and asking them, are they interested? And I was like, I can't do that. I can't do that. But I have to get over that fear. I'm not 100% over it yet, but I'm getting there. In my head, I'm bothering people. People don't want to hear from me. People think people selling are all selling stuff that's not good and you don't need it. And these are all beliefs from my past. So I had to start this personal development journey to give myself more confidence, believe in myself, and believe in the product, which I do anyway. And my mentor, Sylvia, actually said to me only last week, Fiona, if you're not telling people about this product, you're being selfish. She said, I have to say this to you. You are being selfish. So, and it's so true, because these oils have changed lives, you know. And so I'm getting over that fear anyway. Definitely not as it's not as big of a fear as it used to be. But anyway, I used to set little goals for myself, and then I realised that when I wasn't achieving these goals, that I felt like a failure. Okay, I didn't achieve that, so I'm not good enough, and I'm not worthy. I don't deserve it. I don't know enough, and I don't know as enough as that one over there. Or see the way she markets her oils, or the knowledge she has about her, the oils. I'm not that good, So this is what all this mental chatter that was going through my head. So I did a strengths test last summer, and it's called Clifton Strengths, and it is amazing. All us doTERRA people do it, and it's not just for doTERRA people, it's for anybody, and it's so amazing, because it gives you 34 strengths, and the first 10 are the ones that you really focus on. So the top 10 are your top 10 strengths, and it just allows you to be the person you are, and you don't really compare then to anybody else. So when I used to compare to people that knew what I felt knew more than me, I don't do that anymore, because they might read something and they might have input as one of their strengths, so they can retain that information, or it could be another one, whatever. I know the input is kind of one for gathering information and gathering kind of stuff. I'm not 100%, but it's not one of my top 10 anyway. So when I realised that, I was like, oh my God, that's why she remembers that, and she can just blurt it out, whereas I have to read something over and over again. Repetition is for me. And that's when I kind of retain that information, or if I talk about it, then I can remember it. So that's why I love doing these calls, because sometimes when I hear something that's really important, I don't want to forget it. But when I mention it here on my gratitude call, I'll remember it. I usually do remember it. Morning, Fiona. I'm going through that at the moment, and I'm working on this with your guidance. Oh, that's great, Neelam. Brilliant. Thanks for sharing that with us. Thanks a million. So I realised that there's 4 domains in the Clifton Strengths, and one is relationship building. One is strategic thinking, one is an influencer, and the other one is, God, I can't remember what the other one was. Anyway, I'm not the other one, whatever it is. So I was a relationship builder. So that's what I am. I'm a relationship builder. So my top 10, 5 out of my top 10 are relationship building strengths. Okay. So I once heard somebody talk about relationship builders, and they were saying they're not good at setting goals, because they see goals as a promise to themselves, and then they decide not and if they don't achieve them, they feel like a failure, so they decide not to set goals. So once I heard this, I was thinking, oh, that's my excuse now. I'm not going to set any goals, because I'm a relationship builder, and I find it hard to set goals. I'm not going to bother. This is a great opportunity for entrepreneurs across the globe. Hence, I keep sharing for others who say, "Oh, brilliant, Frances! Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying the other day." If you know anybody at all, share the information, share this page. Get them to add me as a friend on Facebook and join me every morning. What time is it over there, actually? Frances, what time is it where you are? But yeah, it's just just tell everybody that you think that this would help, because it's so lovely, and I'm still learning, and I'm learning loads, and I love to share the information that I'm learning. But anyway, so I wasn't setting goals. So anyway, then I joined the Bob Proctor course just before Christmas, and it's called Thinking into Results. Okay, and very first lesson 1 is all about goal setting. I was thinking, oh my God. Set goals. So I was on lesson 1 for a good few weeks, because I knew my goal was going to be around essential oils and helping people and that kind of thing, because that's my passion. But I couldn't really set a goal, and I found it very hard. But anyway, so there's a few types of goals that you can set, right? So Bob teaches us that there's a type A, type B, and type C. Alrighty. So type A goal is one you've done before. So it is 100% you're going to achieve it again, because you've done it before. Okay, there's absolutely zero growing in that. You're just moving sideways because you've done it before. And type B goal is, when you decide, okay, I'm not going to do type A goal, I'm going to do a B goal, which most people do. Because they feel, okay, well, if I do this and I put this in place and I have this plan, and I call this many people every single day, or if I chat to these people, or if this person pays me back, or whatever, that's a type B goal. A type B goal is one you think you can reach. Okay, so you think, yeah, I'll get there. I'd say I'll get there if I do all that, and you have a great plan in place. All right, that's type B. Still no growing in that. You get bored with that, and you end up giving up, and you just, because there's no growing, you're not doing anything out of your comfort zone. So you're just, plodding along every day. And that's kind of where I was. So type C then is your fantasy goal, and this is the type of goal that we are required to set. So when we were young, we were young kids playing. We had a great imagination. Everything was unbelievable and out there, and space, and we'd everything in our heads, and we'd but then you go to school, your imagination is kind of shut down, because you can't look out the window and fantasize. You have to just pay attention in school, and we don't use our imagination anymore, because we got given out to if we did. And it's very, very sad. So imagination is an unbelievable gift that we have, and we don't use, which is very, very sad. So we have to set a fantasy goal. So how you set your fantasy goal is you write down every single thing that you want, professionally and personally. Okay, and then you like really, really sit down and relax and think about it. Don't take 5 minutes out of your day to do this while the kids are running around you. Do this in a quiet time where you have space and quietness and peace and relaxation. Maybe put on some relaxing music, or whatever it is that works for you to relax. But you write down your list of professional goals and personal goals. Now, to me, my professional goals and personal goals were very, very similar, because they're both integrated into one. So my type C goal was, to reach the highest rank in with doTERRA, because I knew how many people I'd be helping along the way. But because that was in the goal, it's only in the last week or two that I've been thinking, the actual rank of Presidential Diamond isn't exactly what's appealing and what's driving me. It's what I've done along the way is what will drive me to reach my goal. So I have changed it to help to help so many families, to help doTERRA into like 10,000 families worldwide, and to help at least 50 people into financial freedom, because doTERRA have an unbelievable compensation plan, and their business opportunity is out of this world. So doTERRA want us to be financially free, and they want us to have time freedom, so we can give our time and our money to their charities. So it's so lovely. So they help us as much as they can. So that was my goal. That's my goal, to get doTERRA into 10,000 families and to help at least 50 people into financial freedom. And that's by the end of this year. So there's my goal. It's a fantasy goal. You have absolutely no idea how to reach your goal. Absolutely no idea. And you connect the dots to your past, but you cannot connect the dots to your future. So if you know how to reach your goal, then forget it. It's the wrong goal. So yeah, you write down your wants, personal and professional, and pick out and do that a few times. Do it maybe 3 times this week if you can, twice even, and do it again next week if you have to. I had to do it, I'd say, about 6 times before I realized what it was. And it's something that is, you've absolutely no idea how to get there. And soon as you set your goal, the first thing you ask yourself is, am I able and am I willing? So you have to ask yourself 2 questions. And if you're able, of course we're able, you know, we can do anything we want. We can do anything we put our minds to. But are you willing? So are you willing is massive, because are you willing to do what it takes to get to where you want to be? So that means pushing through all your fears, changing some beliefs, because we all have beliefs from our past. And they're not our fault. They come from our genes. They come from our parents. They come from our grandparents. They come from generations. So, but there are beliefs that we need to be aware of, that we need to change. And there can be beliefs around money, can be beliefs around success, around relationships, around your body, around yourself. So, you know, these are little things that have to be changed along the way. But we can go through that again, and I will talk about this for a while, and for a good few days, or weeks if I have to, because it is very, very important. So if you don't have a goal, you're lost. You're not going anywhere. You've nothing to strive for, and it's like, getting up in the morning and just doing the same thing every day, and that's exactly what I was doing. So when I went back to work after having my second, I just had 2 kids, and when I went back to work, I just felt like I was in this black hole, and I'd never felt that before. I was thinking, my God, is this it? Like, I have 2 lovely, healthy kids and lovely husband, and very happy, and we're all very healthy, but I just felt there was something massive missing. So I just had to do something else, and that's when I found bioenergy, and I found the oils, and never looked back since. So that has really filled that hole for me. There's no hole there anymore. That's gone. But I just felt like, oh my God, is this life? Is this what I have to do for the rest of my life? Come into this job that I absolutely zero passion about, and just go home every evening, have my dinner, go to bed, and then get up again the next morning and just live for the weekend and live for my holidays in the summer. I was like, oh my God, this isn't for me. I have to do something different. I have to do something. I have to. So I had no choice. I was digging deeper into this hole, and I just had to, get out of it. So then, things start to happen, and here I am. And here I am now doing a gratitude list every single day, and I just can't believe the transformation, like unbelievable when I look back to then and now, like totally different person, which is what you want, a better version, obviously, of myself. So yeah. So if anybody has any thoughts of what I've just talked about, or if you've set a Type C goal, you don't have to share your goal, but if you've ever thought about setting a Type C goal, or what kind of a goal have you set? Have you ever set a goal? Have you ever thought about setting a goal? Do you want to set a goal? I want to know all your feedback. Message me privately if you want, or comment below. I'd absolutely love to know what you think, and is it something you want to do? Do you want to set a Type C goal? And the first thing you say to yourself then is, when you say yes to, am I willing, am I able, I've talked about all last week about how your emotions are key. Your emotions are so crucial to everything that we do. Okay, Michael?
Yeah, so it's just whatever.
Oh, okay, great. And so your emotions are, so the first thing you say to yourself is, okay, now that I've reached my goal, how do I feel? So you think about, you're visualizing you actually reached your goal, you're acting as if, so you're just thinking about it. Okay, I've reached my goal, how do I feel? And then you latch onto those emotions, and every time you visualize your goal, you feel these emotions, and these are the emotions that you need to feel, because this is what you start attracting in. So when you start feeling these emotions, it starts to impress into the subconscious mind. Morning, San, how are you? And when it starts to impress into subconscious mind, that's when you start attracting in more of that, and your body will start to take action. So when your body starts to take action, a reaction will take place, basically, and the reaction is coming from the universe. So the universe will see that you are willing, you're able, and you're going to do everything in your power to do this, to achieve your goal, and it will start sending you stuff that you've absolutely no idea where it came from. And like the people that are on my course, they've, you know, manifested stuff. They've manifested money. They've, you know, they've talked about stuff that they've absolutely no idea where it came from. And it's the same with me. And, you know, things start to happen. And, you know, as Bob says, it could be somebody in China that's going to ring you tomorrow morning that's going to need to be in your life, and you don't know, you have absolutely no idea. Like, look at this lady from Ghana coming on to my call this morning. You know, it's just mad how things happen. So, you know, it was peace of mind. It is peace of mind to know you're not all on your own. You don't have to do this on your own, and you don't have to, you know, really work hard and stress about it. You just allow it. You know, you allow it to happen, believe it's going to happen, and just start taking some actions, and then, you know, things will happen. So if you have any questions, or if you think I'm talking pure and utter rubbish, let me know. And yeah, let me know what you think. I'd absolutely love to know your feedback. And if you are planning on setting a type C goal, if you have one already, or if your goal is type A or type B, I'd love to know. So yeah, so that is goal setting. I'll talk a bit more about it tomorrow, or if you have any questions, or if you wanted me to talk about something else, let me know. But I do feel this is really important, because coming from someone that had set 0 goals set, I was plodding along every day, and I was in my doTERRA business, loving it and doing work on it every single day, but I wasn't getting anywhere. I was stuck. I was at a certain rank for a year and a half and not going anywhere. And then I wondered, what is going on? Why am I moving up? And it's because I wasn't moving out of my comfort zone. For a whole year and a half, I stayed in my comfort zone. So I wasn't growing, and there was nothing happening, absolutely nothing happening. Yeah, I was enrolling people and getting, you know, lovely customers, and that was great. But nothing magnificent was happening, and I was going nowhere fast. So yeah, so that's kind of what was happening to me. And then I realized that, okay, I really need to set this goal. And that was only lesson 1 of this program. So we had no choice but to set a fantasy goal. So there you go. I think we start writing our list, our gratitude list. So this morning today is Monday, the 13th of July. So write your day and your date, and I am grateful for, and your list, as usual. Okay. Monday, what is it? 13th. Alrighty, so the first one is the one I always write down, which is Bob Proctor's affirmation. I am grateful now that everything in my life is moving in harmony with God's laws. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alrighty, so if you want, you could write down some affirmations in relation to your goal. You could write down some of your wants as part of your gratitude list this morning. You could think, okay, well, you know, this is what I want, but, you know, say it in the present. I'm so happy and grateful now that it, you know, I have, or I am, or whatever, and it feels great. And it's, you know, just have a think about what you want. You could start writing your list from now. Your list of wants. Write it like a shopping list, you know, your personal wants and your professional wants. And as I said, mine were very similar, because my professional wants and my personal wants, because my job is my passion, I incorporated kind of my professional and personal wants all into one kind of thing, because I knew my type C goal was going to be, phone is dying, my type C goal was going to be around the oils and what I do. So plug this in, hopefully I don't get cut off. Okay, so I better keep going here, or the phone might die. It happened to me actually the other day. Okay, perfect. So right, let's get writing. Alrighty, we'll try and write 9 more. If you can only write 2 or 3, that's absolutely fine. Whatever is right for you. Thought I heard somebody else coming in there. Sure. I think I did something there. Sorry. Still there, am I? How's everybody getting on? Anybody want to share? If anybody has already set a goal or has, I just want to know your thoughts. If you've never set a goal or whatever, please let me know. Let me know privately if you want. If you don't feel comfortable commenting, but you know, what is your, have you issues around goals, whether positive or negative? Have you challenges around setting goals? I know I definitely did. So yeah, so please share. We'll write a few more and then we will send the love. Okay, so for the end, the wording used to set goal, do they matter? Okay, so there's two things that you need to kind of be mindful of. There's a goal statement and there's an actual goal. Okay, so my goal is to get doTERRA into 10,000 families, okay, and to help 50 people at least reach financial freedom. So what so that's your goal, okay? So your goal statement then is, okay, so you write that down, you know, what your goal is, and then you also write down, in return for this, I will. So you kind of want to give something back to the universe. You're so grateful for achieving this goal that you want to give something back. And this is part of your goal statement, okay? And then for this, I am grateful. Thank you, God. Thank you, thank you. Same as what we write down at the end of our gratitude list. This is my reality. For this and for more, I am grateful. Thank you, God. Thank you, thank you. Your goal, what you're going to give back to the universe in return. So say for me, I'm giving back my time, my experiences and my knowledge to anybody willing to accept it. This is my reality. For this and for more, I am grateful. Thank you, God. Thank you, thank you. So I hope that makes sense, Neelam. If you have any issues at all, just message me and I can help you. I can help you write it out or whatever. Alrighty. So we're going to write down, for this. Oh no, this is my reality. For this and for more, I am grateful. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty, if you haven't finished your gratitude list, just finish it after or even at lunchtime. It's lovely to actually write down a few things you're grateful for at lunchtime, because you know your energy might start to dip around that time, and you know negative thoughts start to come in, and you've forgotten what you've written down that morning. So no problem at all, Neela. So just be mindful of that. So sometimes it is nice even just to sit down and write 3. You know, while you're waiting for your lunch to do, or you know, while the kids are eating or something, if you have that space and that time to do that. Alrighty. So now time to send the love. Alrighty, so I'm going to pick an oil. Okay, eucalyptus, shouting out at me this morning. So eucalyptus, as we know, is amazing for any kind of respiratory issues, asthma in particular. A guy in work actually got it, and he said it really gets to where it needs to go. He used to buy one in Boots, and he's like, it wasn't as good as the doTERRA one. We know the doTERRA ones are pure, 100% pure. So eucalyptus is actually the oil of wellness. I do remember that. Let's have a look at my emotions book. So eucalyptus, the oil of wellness. So the strong medicinal aroma of eucalyptus demonstrates its powerful effect upon the physical and emotional bodies. Eucalyptus oil supports the soul who is constantly facing illness. They may get well for times and seasons, only to return to the common cold, allergies or congestion in the sinuses and respiratory system. So, eucalyptus, if you know somebody or if yourself is always sick, you always have something going on, whether it's a cough or a cold, sniffles, it just might mean you might need some the emotional benefits of eucalyptus. So really powerful oil, and it smells divine. Okay, so we're now going to send the love. So to 3 people that are bothering us. Okay, so really relax and just think of one person at a time. Okay, so the first person, think of somebody that's bothered you in the past or bothering you at the minute, or somebody that it's something niggling at you that you just really need to let go of. We're going to take 3 deep breaths and think of that person. Picture that person standing in front of you, and a gold light or whatever color light you want going from your heart to theirs and sending the love. And remember, this is all about you and not about them. Alrighty? Okay. Okay, perfect. And when you're ready, move on to person number 2. Okay, perfect. And when you're ready, move on to yourself. So picture you standing in front of you and a white light going from your heart to yours and sending the love. Okay, perfect. So now we will move on to asking for guidance. So ask the universe for guidance. So just really relax and, ask the universe for guidance for today. It can be anything that's bothering you that you need to know today, to do with your business, your kids, whatever it is, help somebody, whatever it is, just ask the question. And I always encourage you to do this after this call or at some stage throughout the morning, because you really do need a good 5 minutes to kind of relax the body and relax the mind to do this. So a good time to do it is after meditation. So yeah, let's do it now, and it's a little practice run anyway, and we will just breathe, take a few deep breaths for it's not going to be for long, but ask the question anyway and see how you get on. Alrighty. Okay, perfect. So I'm conscious of the time. I don't want to keep you hold you off. God, it's nearly 20 to 10. Sorry, guys. Okay, so thank you so much to everybody as on this morning for your lovely comments. And if you have any questions or any struggles, challenges with any part of goal setting or gratitude, please let me know and I'll try and help you in any way I can. And if there's anything you want me to talk about tomorrow or the next day or next week or whatever, please let me know, because this is all for you. You know, I've doing it already. I've learned a lot of information in the past 6 months, and I'm absolutely loving it, and I want to share it all with everyone. So please, you know, if there's something that you want me to talk about, let me know. And yes, so thank you so much. Enjoy your Monday, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Alrighty, bye.